This is a company that had a market cap high of $25 billion. Now it's $13 billion. Do you think it can ever get back to those heights?
You know, I can't make any real statements, as you know, being a board member of Twitter. I think very abstractly speaking, it's still an incredibly large service, an incredibly valuable service, and there will be the thing that Twitter provides to the world, this real-time information layer, is incredibly valuable and can be a lot more valuable. It's a matter of innovation and development, and there's not an asset like Twitter in the world in terms of the mix of individuals and world leaders and entertainers and all this and the information that's created on a daily basis. And so there's so much more that can come out of that I would say, you know, I'm an optimist in general.
And what's your faith in Jack?
My faith is high in Jack. I fully supported Jack's.
And do you see, and look, I know, you know, you can only go so far, but we've seen a lot of M&A. Do you see Twitter remaining an independent company?
No comment on that. I mean, we're in a strong position right now, I think, and you know, as a board member, we have to consider the right options. But.
So last Twitter/Medium question, you know, Medium is a compliment to Twitter, but it's almost the opposite of Twitter in that it's more in depth, more. Do you see them as, you know, potentially opposites in a way?
In some ways, I mean, part of my reason for working on Medium is because in the few years while Twitter grew and, you know, Facebook evolved and Instagram and all these other social media platforms really evolved and took an increasing amount of our attention, and as well as the energy and innovation of our technology development, they still all pointed to and talked about non-social media. So articles, text, journalism was still incredibly important, and people were still consuming more and more of it, but it hadn't evolved as much. At least online publishing hadn't evolved as much over those few years. And so that's why you're right, they're incredibly complementary, I think, even though they're very different, and because they're very different. The Twitter is not really, it's more of a distribution vehicle for more substantive content and a discussion platform than it is somewhere where you expand on ideas or offer, you know, more complex arguments or stories. And so Twitter and Medium in particular are complementary, and that's kind of the reason I wanted to work on Medium.